New developments today in the Vallow murder trial. The Doomsday cult mother accused of killing her two youngest children, believing they were possessed. Today's testimony gave us a glimpse into the lies that Lori told in order to conceal what truly happened to 7-year-old JJ Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan, including testimony from a babysitter who was told JJ went to stay at his grandparents' when she asked if she could babysit. A school principal who told the jury that Lori said JJ would no longer be in school because he was moving to Louisiana to be homeschooled. And then, of course, there was the dean of students at Brigham Young University, Idaho, where Lori often said Tylee was attending school. He testified Tylee was never a student there or even applied. Joining us now from outside the courthouse in Boise, Idaho, is law and crime correspondent GiGi McKelvey. GiGi, wow, witness after witness drove home the point today. Lori Vallow is a liar.
Yeah, that was pretty much the summary of today's testimony. We had so many people up there. It was brief. This morning, people were on and off the stand, just getting those lies out to the jury. And not surprising, I think, to them at this point, they've been shocked enough.
I was really struck by the testimony from this house guest named David Warwick, who was among the last people to see JJ alive. He was staying with Lori and JJ at their apartment for a 3-day weekend. And he woke up on Monday morning, September 23rd, and asked, "Where's JJ?" And Lori said that he had a fit and that Alex took him away. JJ was never seen again.
No, and actually probably around the time he was asking to see JJ would be about the time that Alex and Chad were burying his body on Chad's property. David Warwick also mentioned something that we had never heard before, which was that Chad had scratches on his neck that he said came from JJ. Now, people don't realize this. Chad's a very tall man, maybe 6'3" or you know, just not a short guy. So it haunts me to think, was he laying down trying to subdue JJ and JJ's fighting, you know, to get up? It was very disturbing. Everybody in the courtroom just cringed when that was said.
One of the other things that this witness, David Warwick, said was that he noticed at one point that Chad and Lori and Chad Daybell were acting very romantic and affectionate with each other. And he knew that Chad was married. He's Mormon. He said, "Hey, Chad, how's your wife?" And Chad answers and said, quote, "She's a good wife, but her time is coming up," and that he and Lori were going to do things they needed to do for God. That sounds really chilling.
It is, and what's surprising to me is that this isn't the first person that Chad told Tammy would not live to be an older woman, that she would die young. He said the same thing to Julie Rowe, who was somebody that he published about 5 of her books in the early days of his book company. So this isn't the first time he has said that, but this actually was way close to the time when Tammy Daybell would be murdered, less than a month, actually.
Yeah, and just so sort of surreal that they would have been so open about what was clearly going on between the two of them in front of people, not at all concerned that they were watching. All right, GiGi McKelvey, great as always to hear from you. Thanks for your reporting tonight from Idaho.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.